How is it already almost May? In just over a month, we will be halfway through 2025. 2 weeks ago was New Year's. In 30 minutes, it'll be the 4th, and tomorrow's basically Christmas. And everybody always says, oh, it's just because we're getting older. You know, when you get older, time speeds up. But I would actually disagree, because I'm seeing 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds on this app say the exact same thing, that it's not just that time is going by quickly. It's like we can't keep up with it anymore. Days go by like seconds used to, and I blink and a week is gone. But it just reminds me of this verse in Matthew 24 about the days being cut short. And if those days had not been cut short, no human being would be saved. For the sake of the elect, those days will be cut short. I really do think that because we are that close to entering into the tribulation, that we're already seeing the prep work essentially being done. We're already seeing time being accelerated, time and days be shortened, because we are literally about to enter into the tribulation. We are watching so many prophecies be fulfilled right now. Matthew 24 is literally coming to life right now, and it's such an incredible time to be alive.
If you feel like time is just flying by today, you're not imagining things. Today, Wednesday, July 9th, is actually going to be shorter, according to scientists who track the rotation of our world. About 1 millisecond shorter. All because the Earth is going to be rotating ever so slightly faster.
I have a story to tell. It is absolutely the most important thing nobody is talking about. Earth has a disaster cycle, and it is about to happen again. Every single sign is already here. The progress of the catastrophe is accelerating. It is the beginning of the modern magnetic excursion of Earth. The Earth's field began shifting. The climate began warming. The magnetic field began weakening. The poles shifting faster and faster. It would be more than 100 years before we'd realize that the other planets were changing too. And we would wait just as long to learn that the stars in line with the center of the galaxy were performing record outburst activity, one after another, in a line, and we're next. It would be 2020 before we learned that the sun's coronal magnetic fields were reacting, and the chemistry of its atmosphere was beginning to change, most notably in the helium. The changes we see from the ground are more due to Earth's changing magnetic field and its effect on the upper atmospheric lens through which we view the sun, such that the once yellow sun now looks more white at greater and greater angles of the day. I know many remember the look of the yellow sun. I'm just old enough to remember it looking white near the noon position and thinking, maybe it's just too bright to see the yellow properly way up there. First horseman, dressed in white, wearing a crown at the top of the sky. That takes us from 1859 to today. And the big question is, what happens next?
The sun is no longer yellow. The sun appears white in the sky, so bright at the top that it looks like it's wearing a crown, with the rays going in every which direction.
Craig Stone is really vaulting himself into a very short list of people who are right over the target on the disaster cycle. We have a rare polar motion and Earth tilt anomaly ongoing. Haven't seen one in the data like this since the early 2000s, when the magnetic field had another major acceleration. Hopefully you all recall I've predicted that for 2025 to 2030, and I wouldn't be shocked if the blackouts we keep seeing and things like this are both trying to tell us something.
Days growing shorter, and not just because we're past the summer solstice. Ooh. Scientists say something strange is happening with the Earth's rotation.
Good morning. Is it just me, or is the Earth spinning a little faster? Now, I'll complain about anything. You can't actually feel it, but scientists and NASA scientists say this is really happening.